What's up, YouTube? Got another commentary here. This one is kind of an unusual one. I haven't seen anybody really do anything like this, and I could be mistaken. I'm sure I'll get people commenting that I'm wrong, but I haven't seen anybody post a loss up, and that's what this is about. This is me and a couple other guys I was playing with. We're on a squad, and we lose. I can always blame it on the team or whatever else, but you know, it had a little bit to do with that. I was getting my butt shot up quite a bit, so you know, it had a lot to do with us as well. But I thought I'd post it up and see what you guys thought of me losing. You know, this game, it was pretty frustrating actually, because we were moving in, we were trying hard. I was getting my revive on as a medic. I was running around with the XM22 with Magnum ammo on in hardcore. Been playing a lot more hardcore lately, and I know there's been quite a bit of debate lately on different forums that I've been visiting regarding hardcore versus core mode, and the core mode guy saying that hardcore is too easy, and the hardcore guy is saying that core mode is too easy. And you know, in all reality, all it is two different games. It's two different game modes, and it depends on what you like. I personally play a lot more hardcore than I do core, because it seems to eliminate a lot of the bullet lag and weapon shenanigans that you get in core mode. And not to say I don't like core mode, because I'll play that too. I could really care less. Which mode I play, just most of my friends play hardcore, and it's typically what I do. I spray those guys down there. That was some hit detection issues. You know, I find it easier when I switch back to core mode from playing hardcore, because you get so used to juking and moving so fast and getting out of the way when someone's shooting at you in hardcore, because man, they get more than one bullet into you, you're dead. In core mode, I find myself a lot running around with like the M1 Garand, and I'll feel somebody or hear somebody or see somebody or just start getting hit in the back in general, and just turn around and pop them right in the head. And I know they got to be raging afterwards, but it's reality for core mode. I mean, you can take a lot of bullets in that mode and still live. In hardcore, I think you have less opportunity to make mistakes. You know, you come around a corner and you're not quicker on the trigger, you're dead. And you know, some of that may have to do with lag or whatever else people may argue, but you know, bottom line is I think that I don't think that either mode is harder. I just think it's a matter of preference of how you like playing. And people always complain and say, well, hardcore is full of camping snipers and blah 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 blah. And you know, honestly, it is just about as full of snipers as regular core mode is. And wow, yeah, that guy tried to blow him tank up and got me instead. That was for the team. Leaned in for that pitch. There's just as many snipers in core mode as there is in hardcore mode. You know, the only difference is, yeah, there's no kill cam, and you know, if you played the game long enough and you learn the maps, then it doesn't matter, because if you get shot from anywhere on the map in hardcore mode, you're going to know exactly where that sniper's camping. And the people that get annoyed by getting killed by snipers, they should try being snipers for a while, learn all the spots that the snipers camp in, and so when their lame ass shoots you, you can send a hot Carl up into that little spot that you know where the bullet came from. I mean, it just, or an RPG or whatever else. You know, there's not much more gratifying in this game than either A, stabbing camping snipers, or B, hitting them from across the entire map with an RPG, which is, you know, amusing to me anyways. So, you know, I just don't see what they're complaining about in the whole thing. Last commentary I did was on sniping and how that rolls, and it's basically its role in Vietnam and hardcore. And you know, I did get quite a few messages from people stating that, you know, you shouldn't camp as a sniper and blah blah blah, and you know, it was nice to see a video with someone who's, you know, defending objectives as a sniper rather than just camping, you know, and that was actually pretty nice. You know, thanks to you, sent some nice comments my way on that. There has been lately in Battlefield. There's been a bit of bullet lag, and it's been kind of amusing actually. Um, like I think that there was kind of ridiculous. The guy was firing through the mountain before he even came over. I don't think that was really bullet lag as much as it was just lag. The right up here, actually, I want to kind of point out a couple of things here. I'm spawning on one of my teammates who's sniping. He's keeping them down in their base, and he's a good example of what you should be doing as a sniper when you're attacking. You don't want to get up so close so you get killed, but you do want to get up close enough so that your teammates can spawn on you and put in work. That is like the ideal situation for a sniper when you're attacking, in my opinion, because he's knocking these guys down as they're spawning back there, and he's also providing a spawn point for us that are rushing. Now, if you're on a squad with 2 other Wookiees, you're just being useless. So stop, change to a medic, change to an assault guy, something, you know, run up there and take the crates. And core mode is a lot different, or not core mode, but hardcore, and especially in Rush, it's a whole different paradigm. If you're playing Rush, you're gonna take more deaths than you are in Conquest. You see these guys with all their inflated KDs and whatever else. They sit back and they camp, and they bush camp in Conquest, or they're helo whores, one of the two. But they go and they play Conquest, and in Conquest you can maintain a really high KD and still take objectives. In core mode, or I'm not in core mode, in Rush mode, that's pretty much impossible, in my opinion. If you're taking objectives, you're gonna get at the most, maybe like a 1.7 to 2.0 KD. In this round, I think I did 1.5 or something like that, and overall mine it's pretty bad. It's like 1.5 in Battlefield, but that's primarily because of the way I like to play. I like to be in your face. I like taking objectives. I like getting up inside their spawn, you know, and you know, it's pretty much to each his own. Some people I know that are very good players are less objective oriented, got high KD, but they're excellent at supporting people like me who like to run in and get shot in the face while I'm trying to arm it. I feel more satisfaction of getting in there and arming the objective than supporting somebody who is getting the objective, and that's just my play style and really a subjective thing. One thing I like to point out here, I think I'm going to go up and revive this guy. Always look around before you revive. Don't be the idiot Rambo reviver and and go in there and revive your guys under fire, then get him and yourself killed, because that's going to be funny. Same thing here. I killed the guy, I ran over and gave the guy a revive. Usually takes a minute to find him in hardcore because they don't mark him on the map in core mode like they do, so you got to kind of search around for him. But you know, I actually think you should get more points for it, since you got to go looking for them in hardcore rather than having them light up on your map. And I've noticed that there's a lot less Rambo reviving in hardcore than there is in core mode, and I think that's because of the kids who just run around and revive people just to get their rank up. Well, the same thing, you see all the guys out there sensor knifing in core mode as well. You know, same kind of deal. I guess that's their strategy or whatever. In this is a good example here of, in this loss, of my team not pushing past their crates. The people complain all the time about spawn camping, this, that, and the other thing. In rush mode, you have to spawn camp on maps like this. There's absolutely no way around it. They spawn right behind the crate. If you don't push them into their spawn and kill them in their spawn, they're going to come out and disarm the crate. There's really no way around it. It's a legitimate tactic, in my opinion, and you're just setting yourself up to lose if you don't do it. And in this particular game, my team does not do it, and they lose. There's more than a couple times, I think, that we kind of run around here and we're getting some, you know, good progress in there, and then the team pushes. This other team, they were pretty smart. They're being really aggressive, and the only way to really defend this base is by being super aggressive. You need to run out of your spawn. You need to run directly up the hill or out the side and start flanking and killing the guys as they come across. Because this last crate has got just a ton of open space in front of it, or if you come down by this on the hill on the side, you're looking right into their spawn, which is either a good thing or a bad thing depending on if they're looking at you or not. I've seen guys get up on top of that hill and just spam grenades down in their spawn. I don't know if that's necessarily a smart thing to do. It is pretty cheap, but you definitely need to push them back, or they're gonna end up winning, and that's that. I think the rest of this video is pretty much a series of failed attempts of me to get up there and just getting owned by these guys, which is pretty annoying, but whatever. So I think maybe if I had a little more support from the rest of the team, I would have been fine when I was trying to run in there. At some point, I think I gave up on this, and I was just frustrated and kind of moved on a little bit. So, anyways, getting back to the hardcore versus core thing, you know, I've played a lot of both, and initially when I started playing Battlefield on I'm sorry, Bad Company 2. When I initially started playing this, I played only core mode. I didn't like hardcore mode at all. And you know, after the big lag fiasco that lasted a couple months, where they just had oodles of lag in matchmaking, I switched over to hardcore during that time because I was really frustrated with the state of core mode. Because basically it just, oh man, I get a bunch of people I spray down coming up here. Yeah, I threw this on a datage I did the other day. I actually did this video. This is one of the scenes, and I spray a bunch of guys down here. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, the whole hardcore thing can get kind of frustrating, I guess, if you don't understand the maps or know the maps real well. You know, you're just gonna get murked, because dudes are gonna be hiding in bushes and they're gonna kill you, and you're gonna be annoyed and be like, oh, hardcore mode sucks because I can't succeed in it. Well, no, it doesn't suck. It's an entirely different play style, and you got to get used to it, just like you got used to core mode when you switched over from any other game that you came from. It's just a different way of playing the game. And like I said, I don't think either one's harder or easier or whatever. You know, I find personally, you know, that both of them have easier things. It's a lot easier to kill people. And what is this bullshit right here? Frickin' dice, get your head out of your ass, man. They just spawn me in the gray area. That's happened to me more than once. Oh, so check this out. This is us failing to take the boat up over there and do some good with it. We're getting frustrated, so we're just like looking for alternative tactics instead of just running in there and dying every time like we had been. And these dudes on our team kept taking the tank and just getting their ass kicked with it in the helicopter, and you're like, come on, man, seriously, you guys suck in the vehicles, quit taking them so much. If we were able to get in the tank, we probably could have taken it up there and handled business, but guys on our team are just, they were sitting over there waiting for it, and then they would drive it up and they'd get rocketed instantly with it, or they'd take the helicopter up and they'd die instantly. It was ridiculous. So anyways, don't be afraid to try alternative tactics in Battlefield either. You know, if you're getting your butt kicked one way, don't keep running that way. Go a different way. You know, try something new, try something different, run a different class, change to assault, change to anything but, you know, sit back and snipe because I'm annoyed because my team sucks. You know, and there is some circumstances where they're called for. I mean, if not at this base, but if you were at another base that had a vantage point, you definitely be better off with a sniper picking them off, because once a team starts getting killed by a sniper in their base, they get really annoyed and they tend to focus more on the sniper, or for that matter on the helicopter too. You know, if the helicopter was up and lasting more than 2 seconds in their spawn, they're going to focus on the helicopter as a team, and that's going to give you enough time for the ground pounders to get in there and handle business. Same thing with the tank, same thing with any major distraction you can get. And that's the whole point of the teamwork effort there, is you get a couple of guys in a tank or a couple of guys in a helicopter doing work, and it doesn't matter if you're going to last 2 minutes, you only need 3 seconds to get in there and arm the crate. And unfortunately, my team would not bring it out of the spawn. First they were trying to tank snipe with it, and then they sucked at that because, you know, it's hardcore, you don't have any reticles, so you really need to be smooth with the tank or good with the tank to get that far into their, especially into their base. It's protected from pretty much everything. But if somebody were to bring the tank up on the bridge over here and just shoot it right in the back of their base, or bring it up right in front of that thing, it would allow everybody enough time to get in there and arm it. But you know. So anyways, I don't want to sound bitter about the loss or anything, but that's pretty much what was going on. It was just a whole series of frustrations and the team just not putting out the effort. So, you know, got to kind of go with the flow sometimes, take your loss. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching and for all the great comments on the commentaries I've been doing. You know, if you're not a subscriber yet, please feel free to subscribe. I haven't been playing Battlefield as much lately, but I'm definitely going to keep up on the videos. Thanks for watching.